Hello, I'm Simon Christie.
And I'm Danny Sparks' Cousins.
Now Danny, I believe you've got a nice easy day planned for us today.
It is, Simon. There's not very far to drive, but it's going to be a beautiful scenic day. We're going to head up to Bell Gorge, probably do a bit of swimming, check out the waterfall. Lovely.
We've probably got a few tech tips in store for the viewers, so hang around for another great episode of Your 4x4.
Your 4x4 is partnered by the Holden Colorado 7, Light Force Performance Lighting, Brown Davis Automotive, Kmart 4-wheel drive accessories, ARB 4x4 accessories, Piranha Off-Road products, Berrima Diesel, Hema Maps and Cooper tyres.
Well, I reckon you did a pretty good job. Thanks, mate. That's all that matters in my world.
Well guys, I can do without most things when we're out on adventure, but there's one thing that I can't do without, and that's my morning coffee, and I love espresso style coffee. We've got a simple setup, packs away very small, but it does a beaut coffee, and it all starts with fresh coffee beans. We need to grind it so it's all fresh. Now the grinding is probably the longest part of the morning ritual. It takes about 200 turns on the manual grinder. And while we're grinding, we've got the jet boil kettle boiling away. So everything should be ready nearly the same time. $111, $112, $113, $114, $115, $116, $117. 197, 198, 200. Freshly ground coffee. Now the machine that we're using is a MyPressy Twist. It's pretty unique in the takeaway coffee arena. It actually does a pressurized espresso using small gas cylinders that go into the handle and pressurizes the water through the basket, through the coffee to give you an actual true espresso. Now we've got our coffee ready for the filter basket. Tamp our coffee down into the MyPressy machine. Water basket on. And our water's ready, boiled away. Lid on and we're ready to go. So it's as simple as pressing the trigger and watching that golden brown espresso drip out. True double shot in about 30 seconds. And we're done. Perfect espresso, 5,000 kilometres from home, in the middle of nowhere. What a great start to the day. and just don't tell the rest of the group that I've got it. Now Jeff, we've done about 1,200 kilometres since we left Kununurra.
Yes.
A lot of it's very rough, lots of corrugations, lots of rocks.
Yes.
We haven't been travelling slow, we've been pushing, the cars are pretty well loaded, and we haven't had a problem at all with any of the tyres.
Yep.
You keep saying that's because we've got the right tyres.
That's correct.
But what does that actually mean?
Well, what it actually means is on the sidewall of the tyre, you'll see before the size a symbol, which is LT. What that means is light truck. What that is light truck construction in the tyre. So the differences is that tyre has a heavier steel belt package, it has heavier sidewall cords, and in meaning that, what it can do is then put more tread on the tyre, which increases your puncture resistance.
So a difference in tyre, LT construction, means that we'll have a lot less problems when we're out on the trip.
Well, Danny, it's not only just puncture resistance as well, it's dissipating the heat out of the tyre, because heat is one of the biggest killers of tyres in this area. We've seen them on the side of the road. So a heavier tyre won't heat up as much, and obviously save the day.
Now Jeff, it's not just about picking the right tyre, is it? You've got to get the right tyre pressure to suit the conditions.
That's correct. Having the right tyre pressure makes all the difference. Many vehicles we've seen on the trek have had issues with suspension, tyres, that sort of thing, and it does come down to pressure for sure. If the tyre heats up too much, the pressure will increase, which we don't want a huge increase in pressure.
Some people believe you need to increase the tyre pressure rather than drop it.
No, it's certainly a myth out there. The tyre is also part of the suspension. So lowering the tyre pressure helps absorb some of the shock from the corrugations and rock and everything, and does not only help the tyre, but it helps the suspension and the comfort of the vehicle as well.
Our entry this week comes from Josh French, and Josh has written, "I love my 4x4 because it's the car that I learnt to drive in, and it's been in our family since 1997.
Thanks, and for sending in that email, you've won yourself a HEMA Kimberley Atlas and Guide and a Piranha Premium Fluoro. All entries go into the series prize pack of a Brown Davis long-range fuel tank, a pair of Light Force Venom 50-watt HID driving lights, and an RFI UHF antenna pack plus stubby holder cap and water bottle. Plus, all viewers have a chance of winning a set of Cooper tyres valued at up to $1,800. Visit the YOUR4X4 website and follow the links to enter.
Now, who doesn't want more power? And I bet that most of you with diesels have your hands in the air. DP Chip is not a snack food, it's the real deal, and simply modifies the engine's fuel injection parameters to increase performance to a measurable difference of up to 35% more power and torque and up to 10% better economy. DP Chip, the only diesel power chip with a 5-year warranty, 24/7 tech support and user adjustability. For more information on DP Chip Diesel Power, call 02 4877 1022 or visit dpchip.com.
Warning, beware of imitation lights. Only Light Force performance lighting guarantees Australian made, no leaking or melting, quality output and 3-year warranty. Unlike their imitators, Light Force lights feature peerless construction, leak-proof seals, impact-proof lenses and filters, vibration and fracture resistant mounts and housing, and stainless steel fittings, outshining and outlasting their impersonators in every way. Often imitated, never replicated. Visit lightforce.com for the full range of authentic Light Force lights.
ARB, Australia's largest manufacturer and distributor of 4x4 accessories, has everything you need for your next off-road adventure. From bull bars and suspension to recovery gear and lights, we've got four-wheel drives of all shapes and sizes covered. Whether you're heading off to bitumen for a weekend getaway or preparing for that epic round Australia trip, enjoy a safer, more comfortable journey with ARB. To order a copy of our free catalogue, visit our website or give us a call.
Got a tough 4x4 tourer and enjoy hitting the tracks? Odds are you'll need some serious underguard protection and a heavy-duty long-range tank. Brown Davis Automotive offer aluminised steel underguard protection plates and long-range tanks for most popular makes and models. They're designed and developed right here in Australia and have been tested to the extreme right across this great country. Remember Brown Davis Automotive. It's a trusted and family-owned Aussie business and proud manufacturers of high-end tanks, underguards and more.
I hang my head in perpetual shame for that.
You're not the first to do it, Al. You won't be the last.
But I have to, as part absolution.
We weren't going any faster than anyone else.
I was going to save speed as Michael, and I reckon the water was rushing back as he was going through.
That was what I surmised as well.
And it just went splash up like that. That's what.
I was thinking about hitting the brakes really hard, but I thought, no, that wouldn't be
G'day guys, Cameron Brown from Brown Davis Automotive.
Andrew from DP Chip.
We've spent a good morning coming down to Bell Gorge, and what an amazing day we get to have, another time that we get to have that day off. We're pushing through the Kimberley at a fair rate of knots, not travelling too far every day, but definitely when you get to these spots it's always good to have the entire day.
Well, we haven't even made it down to Bell Gorge yet, but we've found some fantastic spots to swim already. We're at the top of Bell Creek, where the water's been flowing for thousands and thousands of years across King Leopold Ranges to create Bell Gorge, and we'll head down in a minute and check it out.
But there's lots of good driving on the Gibb River Road, but when you get to these places you've really got to stop and enjoy it and take in the scenery and look what you find.
This one really ticks all the boxes. Quite a short walk in, means you get to come in, have a good swim, explore everywhere around, whether it's jumping off the cliffs. We brought down the tyre tubes, which has been great. Swim right up to the waterfall. It means that really a day off becomes such more enjoyable.
Just look around, the scenery, you know, the whole atmosphere, you just got to soak it in.
It is an amazing spot.
Yeah, definitely kids friendly. Obviously be cautious and careful, but wear plenty of sunscreen. It's a hot sunny day today, but yeah, that's what it's all about, the water, I think, when you get into these sorts of areas.
It's a Friday afternoon here. You wonder where you'd be at sort of 3 o'clock on a Friday. You'd be wishing for the weekend. We're here not even sort of thinking about what day, what time, what we've got. It's sort of one of those places you just soak in because you forget about everything else.
It is.
So it's definitely something for us, all working hard and coming away and finally getting to sort of enjoy time away. It really is a great spot to come to.
Good for the soul, good for everything, I think, isn't it? Just to relax and just take it all in.
The question this week comes from Anthony Weir, who's written, "How do I get more clearance between the ground and the diff?" Well, Anthony, let's check in with Matt Frost from ARB for the answer.
The only way you can really get more clearance between the ground and your diff is to fit larger diameter tyres, or a wheel and tyre combination, and certainly that's very common practice. The only issue you've got with fitting larger diameter tyres, if you go too big, you can run into legality issues in some states. What we tend to find most people do when they're setting up a vehicle is they will fit a slightly larger tyre size to their vehicle, but the other thing they'll do is fit a good quality aftermarket suspension. By fitting an aftermarket suspension to your vehicle, you'll achieve a whole range of things. You'll get better clearance for basically all of the drivetrain. You'll get things like your gearbox further off your ground, you'll get your sump further off the ground, which are items that are pretty vulnerable. And then obviously the other thing you get is better load carrying characteristics. It's significantly improved ride if you're buying a well-matched system, and better wheel travel off-road. So pretty much all the vehicles on the trip we're on now have got a combination of a good quality aftermarket 4x4 suspension kit and then slightly larger tyres as well, and we find that's a great combination to get better clearance all round and just general better ride performance of the vehicle.
Well, thanks for that question. You've won yourself a DP Chip Chippy Doll, cap, stickers, pen, keyring and stubby holder, plus a pair of ARB Outback Survival socks, an ARB toaster and ARB cooler bag. All entries also go into the series draw for an ARB twin motor compressor, a Kmar $1,500 voucher for Osbar or Kmar, and a Projector 600 watt Pure Sine Pro Wave inverter. Plus everyone has a chance of winning up to $1,800 worth of Cooper tyres. Follow the links on the YOUR4X4 website for full details.
"30-second kitchen, a kitchen in 30 seconds. Fridge slide first. Fridge slide's got 130 kilo tracks in it, so it's nice and tough. Remove the R-clip, don't lose it. Drop the pin, leg locker. Kitchen now. Lock kitchen down here. Retrieve the R-clip. Lock on here, R-clip in. Leg here, pull them together. Stove, Billy. How good's that, guys? Couldn't ask for quicker.
Who has a range of SUVs that you can grow with?
When we were younger, we thought everyone was on our side. Then we grew a little and romanticized the time I saw flowers in your hair. So it takes a boy to live, it takes a man to pretend he was there.
Think SUV. Think Holden.
Sometimes the front runners lead from behind, and when it comes to protecting your rear, Kmart are world leaders in rear end protection and tow bar combinations. The just released Prado 150 is no exception, with a bar that is designed to follow the car's lines and work with your sensors and factory camera. For the best in rear end protection, trust Kmart. It's a statement, not just an accessory, but the toughest of 4x4 trips. For more info, go to kmart.com.au.
Our first entry this week is this imported J-top Pajero, out on the tracks in Lancefield with the faithful collie out spotting the way. Next is the family GU Patrol, shown here at one of the creek crossings on Fraser Island. Now here's a neat FJ Cruiser, our first entry from Israel. This photo was taken while travelling the Anzac Trail. This Ford Ranger sure looks great parked here on the Mundering Powerlines track in Western Australia. And the last entry for the week is this tough looking Defender. This shot was taken on the exit of Gunshot Creek on the way to Cape York.
If you're the first to see your photo and email Danny at your4x4.com.au, then you've won yourself a Lightforce tack torch and stubby holder and a Brown Davis Ute Tub seal kit. All photo entries go into the series draw of a DP chip plug and go pedal chip, a HEMA HN7 GPS navigator and a Travel Buddy oven for hot food on the go. Plus there's a chance to win a set of Cooper tyres. Check the Your4x4 website for details.
Hi, I'm Matt Frost from ARB.
And I'm Sean O'Donnell from Lightforce Australia.
G'day, I'm Rod from Kmart.
And g'day, I'm Alan Johnson from Pirano Off-Road Products.
We're specifically at Bell Gorge.
Yes, we are indeed.
The most popular and, to me, the most spectacular gorge that we've seen so far.
Well, on the scale of gorges, you see, we've developed a gorge scale here between us. And Manning Gorge is pretty high up there. Mitchell's Plateau was awesome, but this is really kicking some butt. Got 3 pools, the one behind us, another one down there, another one down there. The walk is behind us, guys, and it's pretty spectacular. It's some huge boulders.
So I spent the rest of my day looking out to sea.
And as you come down, you get this vista down here and it just knocks your socks off. And that's really what the Kimberleys is about, guys. It's the dramatic scenery. It's that incredible sort of pristine cleanness of everything. It's just a spectacular place to be.
Man cannot make anything like this. It is just stunning.
Almost like a Hollywood set sometimes, isn't it? It's kind of...
It is, but it's better.
It's better.
It's just so natural.
It's real. It's real.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah. Awesome.
Today we've seen a few of these big water monitor lizards, and the kids have had a ball sort of swimming up in the water trying to creep up on these things and seeing how close they can get.
somebody flicked some water on the water monitor and he whipped up into the water, you haven't heard blokes yell and scream as loud as that with the water monitor paddling towards them. Makes them really move.
What a cracking spot it is. I think one of the things I really love about travelling through the Kimberley is to get to these sorts of spots. Well, first of all, you need a four-wheel drive. You'd be mad driving up here in a normal car. It would fall to pieces. The other thing is that to get to these gorges and waterfalls, you know, you need to park the car and get out on foot for a couple of hours to find them. And it's a really great way to experience the bush and see a bit of wildlife on the way. And at the end of it, you're rewarded with this.
It really is your passport to see Australia, and to get into locations like this is just a phenomenal thing to come and enjoy. And native fauna, we've also had some experiences with a close contact with an olive python yesterday, 3 metres long, and the kids were able to really follow that and watch that and get up close and observe it.
Let's have a look at him.
He's over here.
Are you serious? Where did you find him from?
Yeah, he was just here.
Sitting there.
Heads up that end, kids.
Sorry, mate.
He's just had a good shed, so he's really shining.
He's a bloody sizable one, isn't he?
Yeah, give him a pat down this end.
Can I give him a pat?
Just stay down this end, he'll be a bit stressed.
He's bigger than the one that we saw last night, much bigger.
He's alright, he won't do anything, he's just a big olive.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Now, we were talking earlier about preparation for these trips, and I guess one of the things which I didn't really get a chance to talk about, which is very close to my heart, is actually tactical clothing, Tactical 511. This is one of the shirts I'm wearing, and it would be fair to say I've been wearing this nearly every day. I have washed it, mind you, since we left from Melbourne. One of the amazing things about tactical stuff is, and I'm a bit of a grub, as you know, I'm underneath cars looking at suspension and springs and things. These shirts have the amazing ability to get clean. They're treated with stuff called Teflon 4. Let me show you something, it's pretty amazing. Handful of pre-prepared dirt. It falls off. Now that's pretty amazing. And it's not just dirt we're talking about. We're talking about things that I love close to my heart. Tomato sauce, barbecue sauce, chili sauce, it all comes off. It's incredible stuff.